Hello, Coach. Thanks for doing this for us. I'm curious as to how you have been working without actually seeing any players on the field, whether it's been a difficult challenge for you or whether working it virtually has been okay with you.
That's a great question. Working virtually has really done a lot for us. Obviously, so much of what we do as a special teams unit is done through a lot of technique, the same things over and over on the field. But we've actually had a lot of time to just kind of really dive into the small nuances of our playbook. I thought it's been very effective. The way we've handled it, thought the players approached it the right way, and we've done a pretty good job of getting the most out of what we can, given the circumstances of it all being virtually.
Hey, Coach. Kirk McEwen from 98 Rock. Thanks for coming on with us. How much of an advantage do you have? I mean, you have the Wolfpack, the best battery in the game. Other teams may have a new long snapper, a new kicker. Do you study that and gain advantage from teams still trying to figure it out under abnormal circumstances where your special teams are some of the best in the league? Others may be trying to figure things out and you can put it together.
I think it's one of those things where when you got a group of veteran guys like Justin, Sam, and Morgan, those three guys are really like you mentioned are the best at what they do. So when you have that group, it makes it a little bit easier because they understand and they know what they need to get done in order to continue to be great. Now, when you're dealing with a team where and some teams are doing this where there's a bunch of new guys, then your system isn't really in place. Well, for us, we've got a system that's been in place, and we tweaked it a little bit last year, but our guys are in tune to what we need to do. And I think when we finally get out on the field, I mean, we should be ready to roll and feel pretty good about where we are.
Thanks, Coach.
Hey, Coach, it's Jerry Coleman from 105.7 The Fan. Has there been any consideration once you get going of maybe keeping Justin Tucker because the kicker position, there's not much depth there, maybe isolated away from other people throughout the week? I know that may be hard, but, I was asking the coach about that and with the quarterback position, how, those are two valuable positions. How do you protect those guys?
That's a that's a great question. I think we gotta, that's something we're gonna be thinking about as we move forward. But I think we're gonna do our best to really, we got to protect all these guys because every position's valuable to kind of what we do and to our success. We don't want to be losing any players to the COVID-19. So our jobs is going to be as coaches is kind of okay, what's the best way to do that and making sure that our players are safe and that we are safe as coaches as well. But I haven't given much thought to it. But it's something that I think we're going to be thinking about, talking to Randy, as we move forward.
Hey, Chris, this is Aaron Kasnitz at Penn Live. Hope your off season has been going well. We've heard that James Prochet is kind of an option as a punt returner, and I'm curious, can you evaluate over virtually? Can you evaluate his ability to catch the punts, and how do you expect him to figure into that competition?
I think you can evaluate virtually, but the one thing that I saw from James as just evaluating his college tape, it's really where we got a lot of information from James is that what he can catch the ball. He's good. He's a good catcher. He's good underneath the ball, and he can get vertical pretty quick. And then the other thing I found out about the guy just from talking to him at the combine, because he was a combine guy, is he loves football. And he has the right mindset. He has that that DNA that we look for and kind of what type of player he is, what type of person he is. I mean, the kid loves football. He's competitive as can be. So I'm looking forward to, getting him out there when we can finally get on the field and just see what he can do, because I was able to validate from the college tape of, what type of returner he is. So I mean, now, when we get a chance and we get out there to see him in person, I think that's going to hold true to what my eyes saw and what the rest of the scouts and coaches saw from James.
Chris, this is Jeff Zrebeck from The Athletic. You guys have extremely high standards on special teams. I'm sure you'd have it no other way. When you reviewed the tape of last year and everything, and when you're planning on this year, what's the one area where you really think there needs to be major improvements on? Is it more of a returning aspect or on the coverage teams?
All right. That's another good question. And what we've done last year, I thought our guys showed up. We played hard every week, and I thought we got better. We were sound early in the year. In the middle of the year, we had some hiccups. And I think if we're talking about one thing that we think we all need to improve on, as coaches, just talking about it, is in our return game. We did a lot of studying this off season, and that's one area that we feel like we can be better in. And really, whether it's how we're coaching it, how our players are responding to that coaching. But I think that's something we're gonna, we felt like, we could be much better. And I thought our coverage units were really, really sound outside of one game we had.
Hey, Coach, this is Pete Gilbert at WBAL. Dom Maggio is a guy kind of along the lines with Prochet. I mean, obviously, you're not watching him punt, and he's not likely to be really contesting Sam for the job, but you want to see what he can do. Can you watch him virtually and have an idea of what his leg is, or is it strictly just the college tape you're looking at with him as well? And, not being out there for the OTAs and everything as far as his development, how hard is it for him to develop given these circumstances?
It's like every other position there. A lot of these young guys are missing those opportunities to kind of develop. But we talk to those guys. There's things that as pros we can do on our own to kind of make sure that we're maintaining a high level of excellence. This is why it's professional football, and I think with a guy like Dom, when Randy watched him, Randy said, this guy he can hit the ball. So Randy's been doing this a long time, and he's got a good understanding of what he's looking for and the guys that he wants to bring in and we want to bring in to our team to help us compete. So I think just talking to Dom, he's doing the right things, and he's out there, he's practicing, and when we're able to get hands on him, I think we're just going to make him that much better, because that's what we've done in the past to really all our specialists that's come through here.
Anything else for Coach Horton today? All right, very good. Coach, thank you again so much for taking the time today. Take care, appreciate it, and hope to see you soon.
All right, thank you guys.
Thanks, Chris.